A Hutto man contracted the flesh-eating bacteria Vibrio during a fishing trip at the Texas coast on Father's Day weekend.
Robbie Seiler remains in the hospital after barely surviving. KVUE's Jenny Lee joins us now, and Jenny, it's still touch and go.
His family tells me every day is a miracle that Robbie is alive because they nearly lost him. Now, even though Robbie ended up losing his left leg, this frightening ordeal did not steal his fighting spirit. From inside the hospital room, Robbie Seiler can still laugh about the fishing trip that landed him here.
And we did catch a lot of fish that day.
It wasn't all bad memories. The avid fisherman waded into Baffin Bay in South Texas, as he did many times before, along with his son Dustin and friends.
We're in the water for maybe 10 minutes, wade fishing, and got back in the boat. Less than 2 days later is when we went to the hospital.
The last thing Robbie remembers is going to sleep.
Laid down, went to sleep, and that's where things really fell apart.
He woke me up in the middle of the night saying, "I'm having trouble breathing."
Melissa Seiler says at first, doctors thought Robbie had heart failure. Things moved quickly after that.
I didn't have time to really be afraid or process what was going on.
He went into ICU and they were trying to figure out what was wrong. His whole leg was like black and blue, very, very black and blue bruised, and the skin was kind of bubbly.
Then his organs started to fail.
And we heard on the intercom code blue, which I guess means either his heart stopped or he stopped breathing.
Dustin thought the end was near.
The doctor told me he's very unstable, we're worried about him. And I mean, just kind of my whole life was just like, kind of just flashing between my eyes.
But after 2 weeks in the ICU, Robbie survived. Doctors, however, had to amputate his left leg above the knee, something Melissa had to tell her own husband on July 4th.
He was asking, "I want to stand up. When can I stand up?"
Robbie took it well, although he says it's something he hasn't, understandably, processed.
Losing a limb is probably one of the more difficult things a person can go through.
The Seilers don't know when Robbie will be released from the hospital, but he promises he will fish and hunt again. And there is a website where you can check bacteria levels at Texas beaches. You can find that with my story. Just go to KVUE.com.